Hello everyone. I'm Ted. And today we will discuss Chapter 16. Incentives and Performance-Linked Compensation. And in this chapter we will be discussing Introduction, Incentive Plans, Performance-Based Incentive Compensation, Individual Incentives, Group, Team-Based Incentive Plans, Organization-Wide Incentive, Pay for Performance Incentive Plans. Let's start. Introduction. Introduction. An incentive or reward can be anything that attracts an employee's attention and motivate him to work with zeal, enthusiasm, and commitment. Incentives are meant to stimulate effort and secure superior performance from employees. Financial as well as non-financial gains could greet employees for going the extra mile and meeting targets. Incentives have a magnetic power to spur people to superior performance. They help a firm attract and retain talent. They offer a wonderful opportunity to employees to work hard and get ahead in their careers. They help people to exploit their potential fully and work with zeal, enthusiasm, and commitment. They put brakes to employee indiscipline and unhealthy work practices such as absenteeism, late reporting, tendency to cause accidents due to reckless handling of materials and equipment, etc. When employees exhibit healthy work behaviors, there is very little need for supervision. The policing and disciplinary costs could also be cut down drastically. Incentives encourage employees to achieve targets in an atmosphere of mutual trust and cooperation. Employees are encouraged to produce more and earn more. Increased earnings would help employees to improve their standard of living as well. On the negative front, however, the research evidence regarding the impact of incentive plans on individual as well organizational performance is somewhat mixed. In an attempt to produce more, employees may sacrifice quality, put resources extravagant use and rush up everything, leading to increased accidents. To see that overzealous workers do not ignore safety as well as quality norms, the organization might have to spend more on supervision. Incentive compensation could turn out to be a bone of contention between those who are able to run the race ahead of others. Employees often have inflated ideas about their performance levels, which translate to unrealistic expectations about rewards as well. When they do receive appropriate performance ratings, they do not hesitate to turn the tables against management. In the end, many employees may feel that their rewards are not closely linked to their performance. Again, incentive schemes can be expensive to develop and maintain. The cost of establishing standards, rates, outlining a set of procedures to be followed at various levels, etc. may be quite prohibitive. Moving next. Incentive plans. Features of incentive plans. The characteristics of these plans are as follows. 1. Guaranteed wages based on time. Minimum wages are guaranteed to all workers, based on time basis. A standard time is fixed and each worker is expected to carry out assigned work within a standard time. 2. Rewards for superior performance, incentives by way of bonus, etc., are offered to efficient workers for the time saved. 3. Benefits to both employee and employer. Under incentive plans, the employer as well as the employee share the benefit of time saved. The various incentive plans seek to offer benefits to both workers and employers, as they result in higher wages, lower labor turnover and better industrial relations and morale. Moving next. Performance-based incentive compensation. Performance-based incentive compensation. Individual incentives based on time rate or piece rate. Bonus and performance-based incentives. Group and organization. Tailor. A bonus is an incentive payment that is given to an employee beyond one's normal standard wage. It is generally given at the end of the year and does not become part of base pay. Priestman. Merrick. Rucker. Halsey. Scanlon. Rowan. Town. Gantt Task and Bonus Plan. Co-partnership. BDO Plan. Profit Sharing. Haynes-Mannett Plan. Gain Sharing. Emerson's Efficiency Plan, etc. Employee Stock Ownership Plan. Moving next. Individual incentives. Individual incentives. Individual incentive plans are the most widely used pay-for-performance plans in industry. These pay plans attempt to relate individual effort to pay. Popular approaches include the following. 1. Taylor's Differential Piece Rate System. F.W. Taylor, the father of scientific management, originated this system. The main features of this plan are: there shall be two piece work rates, one is lower and the other higher. B. The standard of efficiency is determined either in terms of time output based on time and motion study. C. If a worker finishes work within standard time, or produces more than standard output within time, he will be given high piece rate. This system penalizes the slow worker by paying low rate because of low production, rewards an efficient worker by giving him high rate because of higher production. Indirectly, this system gives no place to inefficient work. In other words, if the output of a worker is less than the standard output, he is paid a low rate and vice versa. 2. Merrich's Differential Piece Rate System. We have seen that in Taylor's method, the effect on the wages is quite severe in the marginal cases. To remove this defect, Merrick came out with a multiple piece rate system. There are 3 piece rates under this scheme instead of 2, and workers producing below the standard output are not penalized by the low piece rate. Since the earnings increase with increased efficiency, performance above standard will be rewarded by more than one higher differential piece rate. The basic features of this scheme are: A. Up to 83% of the standard output workers are paid at the ordinary piece rate. B. 83% to 100% at 110% of the ordinary piece rate. C. Above 100% at 120% of the ordinary piece rate. 3. Halsey Plan. This plan, originated by F.A. Halsey, guarantees minimum wages for all workers. As standard time is fixed for the completion of a job, a worker completes the job before the allowed time, he will get a bonus of 50% of time saved at time rate in addition to normal wages. Slow workers, however, are not penalized. They continue to get time wages. Suppose the standard time is 12 hours and a worker takes 8 hours to complete a job and the hourly rate is Rs 10. Wages would be 8 hours x 10 plus bonus, that is wages for 50% of time saved. 4 hours x 10 divided by 2 equals 20, equals Rs 0.100. Merits. It is easy to follow and relatively simple to operate. It guarantees minimum wage and thus provides security to the employees. It provides increasing benefit and incentive to efficient workmen. The benefit from time saved is shared equally between the employer and the workman. It emphasizes the saving of time rather than larger output, hence the workers do not resist its adoption. The system is based on time saved and not on output, thus preventing overproduction. Saving in time reduces both labor cost and overhead expenses. Demerits. The worker may be encouraged to rush through work and thus neglect the quality of production to save more time and earn higher bonus. It does not provide adequate incentive to highly efficient workmen as it involves sharing of the benefit with employers. Fixation of standard is not easy. Earnings are reduced at high level of efficiency. Therefore, it does not act as a sufficient incentive. 4. Rowan Plan. This plan was introduced by D. Rowan in 1901. It guarantees minimum wages to all workers. As standard time is fixed for completing a job and bonus is paid on the basis of time saved by a worker. Bonus, however, is calculated on that portion of time taken which the time saved bears to the standard time. Bonus equals time taken x rate x time saved slash standard time. Suppose the standard time is 12 hours and a worker takes 8 hours to complete a job and the hourly rate is Rs 10. Wages would be 8 hours x 10 plus bonus, which is based on the above formula, that is 8x 10x 4 hours time saved divided by 12 equals Rs 0.106.67. Rowan Plan. Merits. It assures minimum time wages. It is more liberal than the Halsey Plan in that it provides incentive to work and earn extra remuneration. As the increase in effort is much less rewarded after a certain stage, an automatic check for limiting production of inferior quality of goods is ensured. This automatic check enables the worker to earn a fair wage. Because there is less chance of rate cutting by the employer, as he is not paying extraordinary wages. Demerits. The ordinary worker may find the bonus calculation a bit difficult. Like Halsey plan, this plan does not encourage extraordinary efficiency. For example, if the time saved is more than half the total, earnings begin decreasing. 5. Gantt Task and Bonus Plan. This plan combines time, piece systems. The main features of this plan are: day wages are guaranteed. Standard time for task is fixed and both time wages as well as a high rate PET. A worker who cannot finish the work within a standard time is paid on time basis. If a worker reaches the standard, he will be paid time wage plus a bonus at fixed percentage, 20%, of normal time wage. If the worker exceeds the standards, he is paid a higher piece rate. Gantt Task and Bonus Plan. Merits. This plan is not as harsh as the Taylor's differential piece rate system. Hence it is more acceptable to the workers. Workers can easily understand its working. It ensures guaranteed time wages to inefficient workers also. It makes distinction between efficient and inefficient workers because the system ensures time wages for inefficient workers and piece wages plus 20% bonus for efficient workers. Labor cost per unit decreases with increase in production due to incentive for efficiency given under this plan. Demerits. It classifies workers into two competing categories, efficient and inefficient, and this may bring disunity among workers. When this method is used, labor will be high for low production. Extreme care is to be exercised in fixing the guaranteed time rate and determination of standard output. Any error due to lack of experience will lead to unfavorable consequences. 6. BDO Plan. Under this plan, every operation or job is expressed in terms of so many standard minutes, which are called BDO points or Bs, each B representing 1 minute through time and motion study. Up to performance. Up to standard Bs, a worker is paid time wages without any premium for efficiency. If the actual performance exceeds the standard performance in terms of Bs, then 75% of the wages of the time saved is paid to the worker as bonus and 250/0 is earned by the foreman. For example, if the standard time is 10 hours, actual time taken is 8 hours and rate per hour Rupee1, the worker will get 8 hours at Rupee1 plus 75% of 120 points saved, multiplied by 1 upon 60 equals to Rs 9.50. 7. Haynes-Mannett Plan. This plan is just like the above plan, i.e., the BDO plan with the difference that the standard is fixed in terms of standard minute known as Mannett, instead of BDO. Mannett stands for man-minute. The bonus is only 50% as against 75% of the BDO plan. Of the remaining 50%, 10% bonus is paid to supervisors and 40% is retained by the employers. 8. Emerson's Efficiency Plan. Under this plan, when the efficiency of the worker reaches 67%, he gets bonus at the given rate. The rate of bonus increases gradually from 67% to 100% efficiency. Above 100% bonus will be at 20% of the basic rate plus 1% for each 1% increase in efficiency. Performance-based incentives. Here, employees are paid on the basis of performance. In the case of merit pay, the incentive is based on individual performance. Performance evaluation process, in this case, is subjective and is usually done by a superior. In some organizations, employees receive a single lump sum payment at the time of performance review. Employees whose performance exceeds the established standards are usually the ones that get the lump sum payment at the end of the financial year. Such lump sum payments granted annually have a different name in India known as bonus. Bonus is a sum of money that is added to a person's wages as a reward for good performance. Employers in India are under a statutory obligation to grant bonuses to employees out of surpluses generated annually. Moving next. Group, team-based incentive plans. Group, team-based incentive plans. Team-based incentive plans reward all team members equally based on overall performance of the team members. Some of the important team-based incentive plans may be listed as: A. Pre-issuance production bonus. Under this system, a standard is fixed in terms of units or points. If actual output, measured similarly, exceeds the standard, the workers will receive bonus in proportion to the increase. Therefore, this system can operate in a factory where there is mass production of a standard product with little or no bottleneck. B. Rucker plan. In this plan, employees receive a constant proportion of the added value. The term added value means the change in market value resulting from an alteration in the form, location, or availability of a product or service, excluding the cost of bought-out materials or services. In this plan, ratio between earnings and added value is ascertained, and any reduction to the ratio of earnings to added value will result in proportionate bonus payment. This plan presupposes a great deal of consultation between management and workers so that the effort could be made more effective. C. Scanlon plan. Under this plan, constant proportion, i.e., ratio of wages to sales value, of the added value of output is paid to the workers who are responsible for the addition of the value. The added value is the change in market value, including profit, resulting from an alteration in the form, location, or availability of product service, excluding the cost of purchased materials or services used in production. D. Town plan. The main objective of this plan is to bring about cost reduction by foremen and workers. However, bonus is paid upon a reduction in labor cost alone. A standard labor cost per unit for a particular period is determined, and if actual labor cost per unit is less than a standard labor cost, 50% of the saving in labor cost is distributed among workers and foremen in proportion to their wages. E. Co-partnership. In this system, the worker gets his usual wages, a share in the profits of the company, and a share in the management of the company as well. Thus, employees share the capital as well as profits. When co-partnership operates with profit sharing, the employees are allowed to leave their bonus with the company as shares, bonus shares. This system is an improvement over all other systems of wage payment in that it implies both profit sharing and control sharing. It also offers recognition of the claim of the dignity of labor, as the worker is viewed as partner in the business. This would, in turn, create a sense of belongingness among workers and stimulate them to contribute their best for the continued prosperity of the company. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. This video is brought to you by Bookstune. Like this video to encourage us. Share this video to spread the knowledge. And subscribe to this channel for latest update.